Willman Education. Welcome, dear learners. Today you are going to know about compound interest. First problem, find the amount and compound interest on rupees 15,000 for rupees 2 years at 15% interest being payable annually. Annually means yearly. Solution comes. I believe that you must know the simple interest and its formula. So here you can see solution number 1, that is solution to question number 1. Here A equals to P1 plus R by 100. N is raised, that is the index power, N is in the power position. So A equals to your principal was 15,000, 1 plus 15 by 100, N means number of years, so here is 2, so you can see is given 2, then just you calculate some knowledge of fraction also you needed within the bracket. There we got 115 by 100 square, that is number of years, that is 2, and then 15,000 23 by 20 square, then rupees 15,000 into 23 by 20, again 23 by 20, and we are getting 19,837 rupees 50 paise. This is your answer. So compound interest, amount minus principal. Amount is 19,837 rupees 50 paise minus 15,000 rupees. So if you minus them, you will get 4,800. Here is the second sum. Sadia borrows rupees 1 lakh rupees from Renuka for 2 years at 5% per annum simple interest. She immediately lends out this money to Rubia at 5% compound interest. So here is the solution of question number 2. Here we calculate first simple interest of 1 lakh rupees. So you know very simple formula, SI is equal to P into R into T by 100. So when we do it, we get 1,10,000 rupees. Compound interest earned by Sadia in 2 years. Therefore, the formula is here. Here once again I am telling you the N is raised to, that is the index power, number of years. So formula comes here, 1 lakh rupees within the bracket 1 plus 5 by 100 to the power, square, N, that is the number of years, and then 1 lakh into, once you do this fraction work, then you will get 21 by 20 after cancellation, and then you will get, if you multiply, then you will get this, and then 1,10,250 rupees you are getting all together after calculating and multiplying and dividing. You are getting this amount. So this amount is the 250 rupees is the profit of Sadia. So you can see over here 1,10,000, 250 rupees minus 1,10,000 equals to 250 rupees. That is Sadia's profit in this transaction. Question number 3, calculate the interest earned and the amount due if a sum of rupees 25,000 is invested for 1.5 years at 8% per annum compound interest being compounded semi-annually. Remember, semi-annually. You have to understand the language of the question. Semi-annually means in 6 months. it is being calculated. So your 8%, since the rate of interest is 8% per annum, so the rate of interest per conversion period, that is half yearly. So it will be 8 divided by 2, that is 4%. So here this explanation is needed. As the money is invested for 1.5 years, so how many conversion period we are getting? Total 3, because 1.5 years, and we are calculating based on 6 months, that is half yearly. So here sums are being worked out over here. Same formula we are using here, P A equals to P within the bracket 1 plus, here we can see rate by 100 into number of years, that is n raised to. So here 25,000, 1 plus 4 by 100 cube, then 25,000 into 26 by 25 cube. So when you do it, 28,121 60 paise you are getting. So interest earned is given there. Second, third, fourth sum, how much will rupees 50,000 amount to in 2 years at compound interest if the rates for the successive years are 4% and 5% per year. That is a very interesting thing, because here the rate of the interest is different in 2 years. So here solution to question number 4. In case of rate, we have used R1 and R2, that is R1 you can see over here and R2 used in that way. Okay. So just to identify that 4% and 5%. So when we do it, 50,000 within the bracket 1 plus 4 by 100, again 1 plus 5 by 100. So 50,000 into 26 by 25, and again 21 by 20. So when you calculate them after multiplying and dividing, you will get 54,600. Here knowledge of your fractions, your divisions, your multiplications are very important if you want to do well, because in the exam time you won't get much time. So you have to be very much familiar with this type of operations. So here only the speciality that the rate is used in 2 different years, 2 different rates used. One is 4%, another is 5%. Now question number 5. What sum of money will amount to rupees 3,993 in 3 years at 10% per annum compound interest? What sum of money? Over here I think amount is given here. Yes. Solution to question number 5. A equals to P within bracket 1 plus R by 100 n raised to. So here is amount 3,993 equals to P into 10 by 11 into 10 by 11 into 10 by 11. So 10 by 11 will come only after doing this fractional problem. So you have to be very familiar with this fractional problem. Then P equals to 3993 into 10 by 11 into 10 by 11, again 10 by 11. So we get ultimately, after doing cancellation and everything, we get rupees 3,000. So all this you have to do in a copy, you have to work it out. You have to be fast in your operations and calculations, because you might not be able to manage the time. Time management is a very important thing in the exams. So before you go for the exams, you must practice them quite a good number of times, as you can get familiarity with this type of problems. and when you get this type of problems in the exam hall, as you do not get much time to work it out. This is a sum which is a bit different, but it is good sum. So, this answer is rupees 3000. That is the sum of money. Next problem, question number 6. At what rate percent per annum compound interest will rupees 6000 amount to rupees 8640 in 2 years? The solution, question number 6, same formula we used here, and again we have got the amount 8640 on the left hand side, and on the right hand side 6000, that is the principal, and the formula, that is 1 plus r by 100, and that is n, that is number of years, so 2 years. So, in that way we have worked out. Some knowledge of equation is also important, because we have taken this right hand side, this left hand side, okay, for the convenience of the calculations. Here we have done it, and you can see how we have done it. Both the side squares are taken off, and (6 by 5 minus 1), that will be 1 by 5. So, your knowledge, you have to make strong your knowledge of division and subtraction, addition and multiplication. Here r by 100, 1 by 5, so r is equal to 100 by 5. So, therefore, rate of interest is 20%. Rate of interest is 20%. Next sum, question number 7. In what period of time will rupees 25,000 yield 8,275 as compound interest at 10% per annum if compounded on yearly basis, that is annually? So, here you can see question number 7 solution. Principal is 25,000 and compound interest is 8,275, rate equals to 10% per annum. So, A amount is equal to principal plus C.I. So, here it is 25,000 plus 8,275 equals to rupees 33,275. So, using, you can see over here, n is also raised as a number of years. So, ultimately after working out, you can see here how the things are done with the application of the simple equation. So, here n raised to n is equals to 3. Therefore, required time, number of years is 3. So, 3 years. So, this type of sums you need to practice. Similar sums you have to find it out and you have to practice, because it is very interesting sum and you may expect this type of problem in the exams. If you see the previous year's question papers, you will find this type of sums. So, you have done total 7 sums based on compound interest. So, now you have to consolidate your knowledge by practicing them one after another, and you have to know the tables. Your simple operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication and divisions are very important. Knowledge of fraction and decimals are also very important. So, your answer is 3 years. Please subscribe, share, comment and like the video. Thank you very much for watching.